In 1983, a boy sat in a chair deep underground. Wires were attached to his scalp. He closed his eyes, and the fabric of reality tore open. They said it was just a radar station, a Cold War relic. But the locals heard screams, saw flashes of light at night, felt time skip, just slightly, when walking past the fence. This isn't fiction. This is Montauk. And the story they erased from history. At the farthest tip of Long Island, past the beach houses and tourist shops, there's a stretch of land no one dares trespass. It's called Camp Hero. Officially, it was a military base used during World War II to defend against German U-boats. Later, it became a radar station. But in 1984, it was decommissioned. Or so they claimed. Behind rusted gates and overgrown trails stands a massive radar tower. Still intact, still maintained. And underground, a maze of sealed tunnels, hidden bunkers, and reinforced doors that lead nowhere. Montauk locals say the ground hums if you stand in the right place. And at night, you can hear alarms echoing from beneath the earth. Preston Nichols was a scientist. He worked in radio technology, psychic research, and claimed he had been part of top-secret government contracts. He thought his life was normal, until he started remembering things that made no sense. He'd wake up in sweat, hearing voices of children screaming. He'd black out for hours, only to find himself writing complex diagrams, blueprints for machines he swore he'd never seen before. Eventually, the memories came flooding back. A base under Montauk, a chair that could read minds, and a project so dangerous, it was buried under layers of denial and manipulation. They called it the Montauk Project. According to Nichols, the Montauk chair was based on psychic amplification technology, originally inspired by alien devices recovered at Roswell. Subjects were placed into the chair, where their brainwaves were monitored, boosted, and eventually turned into energy. With training, they could open doors, not physical ones, but interdimensional gates. They could move objects, spy on people from miles away, even create matter from thought. The most powerful psychic they found? A boy named Duncan. Nichols claimed Duncan had been groomed since childhood. His psychic abilities were off the charts. And when they asked him to picture a monster, just imagine it, he did. Something huge and violent materialized inside the lab. They couldn't control it. The entire base was evacuated. After that, the Montauk chair was destroyed. The project was allegedly shut down. But some say Duncan didn't stop existing. Only the files about him did. The Montauk Project wasn't just about time travel or telepathy. It was about people. Nichols described entire groups of children brought into the facility. Runaways, foster kids, those who wouldn't be missed. They were trained, manipulated, tortured. Some were used in experiments involving remote viewing. Others in what Nichols described as time displacement fields. Many of them, he said, never came back. No records, no names, no graves, just silence. He said they tried to erase his memories of what happened. And they almost succeeded. In 2016, Netflix released a show called Stranger Things. A girl with psychic powers, a secret government lab, a rip in reality leading to a shadow dimension. What most people don't know is that the show was originally titled Montauk. The Duffer Brothers, creators of the show, openly said it was inspired by Cold War conspiracy theories, specifically MKUltra and the Montauk Project. But after pressure from lawyers and studios, the setting was changed. From New York to Indiana, from Montauk to Hawkins. Still, the parallels remain. Is it art imitating life? Or is it a sanitized version of the truth, made into fiction to make you dismiss the real story as just another sci-fi show? Skeptics say there's no proof. That Nichols was delusional. That time travel and telepathy are fantasy. But classified CIA programs like Project Stargate and MKUltra have since been declassified. In MKUltra, the US government admitted to using mind-altering drugs, sensory deprivation, and psychological torture on unknowing subjects. In Stargate, they funded research into psychic phenomena, including remote viewing and ESP. Camp Hero was real. Nichols had military documentation linking him to radar research. and maps of the base show structures that were never reported to the public. So if the government admits to experimenting on people before, why not here? Why not Montauk? In 2020, a man surfaced on fringe podcasts and Reddit forums. He called himself Elijah, and he claimed to have been part of the Montauk Project. He said he had been moved through timelines, that in his memory, the president in 2001 wasn't George W. Bush. It was someone else. That key events, wars, elections, disasters, played out differently. He passed 2 lie detector tests. His story never changed. He described the base's layout in detail, matching maps that weren't public at the time. And when he was asked how many timelines there were, he answered, "As many as we dared open." Today, Camp Hero is supposedly a state park, but you can't go near the radar tower. The gates are still locked, and armed guards patrol the property after dark. Asterisk. The tunnels? Filled with concrete. The documents? Still classified. Nichols died in 2018. Duncan hasn't been seen since 1993. And the experiments? If they never happened, why did so many people spend decades trying to forget them? Or maybe the real question is, what did they make us forget? Some say the Montauk Project is a hoax, a fantasy, a convenient myth. Others say it was the most dangerous experiment in U.S. history, one that unlocked the secrets of time, memory, and the human mind. We may never know what really happened under Camp Hero, but ask yourself this: if the government could control what you remember, how would you ever know it was real? This was the Montauk Project. Subscribe and hit the like button if you want the truth. And remember, the next story might already be happening.